Hey cubies and newbies, I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I'm ABCube Tutor. It's my method, I created it, yay me. I created it to be able to teach absolutely everybody. You can learn this method in under 2 hours, and it works on every cube, not just the 3x3 standard, but everything larger and smaller. Formula A, Formula B is all you need to solve every complexity of Rubik's Cubes. This is not a fast method, not the speed solving, it's not the fewest moves method, but you can learn it inside of 2 hours and put down any Rubik's Cube in a solved state. So that's fun. I'm just going to play here until people start showing up. It also works on minxes as well. Demonstrate Formula A. 4 moves. 1 row, 1 column. Out, down, in, up. And this cube, these 2 pieces switch places. If I do it again, they switch back, but they've twisted. 3, and the edge pieces are back where they were. 4, 5, 6. So if what you want to do is move a piece from to the top, A will do it. If what you want to do is twist a piece around the top that is already there, A will do it. Let's twist this piece. Okay, it's twisted. Let's pretend that's how I want it now. So let's move it out of the way and continue with my Formula A. Because if you do a 6 set, it goes back to the way it was to begin with, and you are not, everything that except for what you wanted to twist remains the way it was. So you can change only 2 pieces without messing up everything else, the rest of the things. So again, we're going to twist this. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. And then when it is where you want it to be, slide it out of the way and continue your 6 set with another piece that you don't care if it's affected. Reset the tip, and that's Formula A. Formula A on a 3x3 you can do to make boxes. Middle row, middle column, out, down, in, up, and you have boxes, but you can't do that on this one because of the way it's shaped. So that's all you can do for Formula. Just the corners are Formula A. Formula B is 1 row and 2 columns. And if you use the outside columns here, slide up, slide up, slide down, and you have moved 3 pieces around. Only 3 pieces around. You moved 3 corners because it was the top and the outside columns. So you move 3 pieces around, and you don't have to memorize. If you do it once is clockwise, twice is counterclockwise, third is back to where you began. So rather than learning 1 for clockwise, 1 for counterclockwise, just do it once, and if it's not solved, do it again, and it's solved. So that works the corners. The center pieces here are also moved by Formula B, but the difference is that if one of your 2 columns is the center piece, center column, you have ancillary things moving around as well. So it moves more than just the 3 that you want to move. But you can also move, for example, to move this piece down here, 3 pieces are going to move, always 3 pieces. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and these 3 pieces moved, but these 3 pieces also moved. The corners moved. So you can move the corners without moving the tips, but you cannot move the tips without moving the corners. So, but I can move the corners by themselves and put them back the way I wanted them to. So I'll do that. Slide up, slide up, slide down, up, up, down, down. Okay, so we've still, like I said, we still have the tips moved, and now these are in the same place. We want to, they're where they want to be, but they want to be twisted. So on Formula A, twists them. Okay, that is correct. The ones around it, slide it out of the way. Keep going with this one. More Formula A, and when you've got your 6 and the rest of it set, and so you can move just 3 pieces around. If the 3 pieces were on top, you can just offset them, do these 3, and then put it back up again. So let's see who's here. Good morning. Anybody here? Ah, there's my crowd. Hi. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, I think it is. Is it Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. I love it when I'm right. Okay, how are you guys doing today? That's Formula A and Formula B on the Minx. I have been playing with my Minx. This is the Giga Minx. This is the 5x5. I've got the centers done. I can work on the Minx or the cube, whichever I'd end up wanting to do. How are you guys all doing? I'm going to scramble this Minx. Little Minx. Do 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 do. It feels so good to feel human again. I was sick for about 2 weeks, and I feel so good to just feel like a human again. All right. Okay. Do 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 do. All right. This one I've pre-done the centers, and I have not yet done the tips. So the tips would be the next step. So I can do these together. So let's do this one first. Find my white. I have to start with white. Oh, that was one already there. Let's get rid of you. I don't want to be. All right. So there's our white center. If anybody has any questions, I love to chat more than I love to monologue. I love to demonstrate more, teach more than I love to demonstrate. So, if anybody has any questions about my method, I'm happy to share it. Other than that, here's how the AB method works on the Minxes. There's an order of operation where I want to do the stars parts of the Minx before I do the other pieces, because those pieces can get displaced by working on the star parts. So let's do the star parts first. All right, I'm working on white. I'm kind of like gravity work. Here's a white on top. It's white and blue. I move it over the blue piece. Okay, drop it down until it matches the center, and then continue to drop it down until it matches the white. Here's a red. Move it over the red piece. Drop it down until it matches the red. Continue dropping it down to the white. Here's a green. Bring it above the green. Down and down, and for the first pieces, I'm just kind of intuiting, just kind of muscling things into place, and you can do that for the first pieces. The thing about A and B is that you can always do them as the last piece. so that you're not messing up whatever went before. Because as I'm moving the whites into place, I have no care about what the other pieces are doing. But if it was the last piece, then I would care. The last row, I would care. So I will demonstrate how to do the last row. Drop it down to purple and back down to white. And that's the thing about A and B is they move only the pieces you want to move, and B moves 3 pieces and only 3 pieces, unless you're on a minx. So, in which case it has collateral damage. So, white down. Looking at the star tips of the star, here's a white and green. Bring it to the top. Bring it above the green. Drop it down to match the green, and then drop it back down to the white. Okay, here's a red and white. Bring it to the top. Bring it over the red. Bring it down. Drop it down to match the red, and then drop it down again to line up to the white. 1, 2. There's a purple. Bring it to the top. Bring it above the purple. Haha. Drop it down. And drop it down to the white. 1, 2, 3. Blue and yellow now. This is the thing about the minxes, is I actually spend time looking for pieces. I don't do that on the stars. Okay, here's a blue and white. Bring it to the top. I don't do that on the cubes. I just find a piece that's incorrect, and I move it to where it wants to be. Throw it in the direction of where it wants to be, and repeat. But this is more sides, more pieces, and so I actually have to look for the pieces that I want to go layer by layer. So star tips are done. And then I'm going to go layer by layer. I'm going to do the corners next. So I find a white corner that's on top. It's white, green and gray, green and purple. I know colors. So I move it above where it wants to be. Slide it down, and I'm just going to inverse of A, which is the sexy move. Drop it into place. Here's another red. Bring it above where it wants to be, drop it down, and place it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for, here's a 1. Move it above where it wants to be, and drop it down. You could do this with red. I would just turn up with Formula A. I just turn it upside down, and I use Formula A to place it. I'm just too lazy to turn my cube around to show you. Alright, so for example, here's yellow and blue. And then I turn the cube upside down, Formula A, bottom row, right column, switches these two around and switches these two and twists them until they're in the right place. So Formula A, out, down, and up, is how I'm placing it. I'm just doing the inverse of Formula A because I'm cheating. There's another white. Looking for another white. Here's a white. Bring it above where it wants to be. Drop it down and place it. Okay, so there's the white corners and star tips. Stars and corners are done. So this one, here's a white, red and green. Wow, can you focus? You cannot focus. Bring it above the red and green, drop it down, and place it up, down. Alright, okay, this one is above where it wants to be. Place it. Okay, there you go. This one above where it wants to be, and again, it's formula A to place it. It's just faster upside down. And green and purple. Bring it down and drop it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, one more corner. One more white corner. Here it is. Ta-da! Drop it down to above where it wants to be and place it. Okay, again, 6 gets you back to where you began, so it's 1 through 5 is how many you're going to need. So, white tips and white corners are done. Alright, I'm going layer by layer, so the next will be these tips. I categorize my colors on the inks as bolds and pastels. The bolds being the ones brightest to the white, and the pastels being the ones that are more towards the gray. So I'm looking for a tip piece that has a double bold. Here's the purple and green. So I bring it above the purple and green. I drop it down until it matches the center, and then I determine which direction it's going. So formula B is going to be this row, this column, and this column. First one is where it's going to land, second is where it begins. So slide up, slide down, and there it is. Here's a purple and yellow. Bring it down to match the center. It's going in this direction. Slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. 1, 2. Here's a blue and yellow. Bring it down. Okay, this one's going in this direction. So first column, first row, first column, second column. Up, down, down. Okay. 1, 2. Here's a blue and red. Drop it down. It's going in this way. Up, down, down. Red and green. Okay. This will go here. Slide up, slide down, slide down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that second layer is done. So the equivalent on this would be these tips. I'm ignoring these corner pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a red and blue. Bring it above the red and blue. Drop it down until it matches the center. Determine which direction it's going. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and so again the columns stay the same, and so this is the row that's going up and down, and so there it is. And then excuse me 1 second. Excuse me, I had to hack and didn't want to hack in your ear. Alright, so white's face down. Here's the red and green. Above the red and greens, drop it down, going in this direction, slide. So again, this is the first column, and this is the second column. I'm ignoring these ones. So slide up, slide down, slide down. Does not look like Formula B, but the muscle memory is the same. Okay, white space down. One white. Oh, wait. What did I do? I lost my white. Haha. Okay, let's do that again. Bring it over to. All right. I could just drop it down and displace these, but let's instead. Let's move it where it wants to be. Okay. Well, this one wants to be over here, and I don't want to displace these, so I'm going to move it here and then there. I don't know how I displace that. Okay, now this wants to go here, up, up, down, down, and there we go. Okay, so the white tips are there, the white corners, I need to fix my white corner in this one. Drop it back down. Hi sis, I'm streaming. Do you want to talk to me while I'm streaming, or do you want me to call you back?
No, just a real quick comment. I wanted to apologize for, I accidentally pushed your button the other day, and then when you called back, I wasn't able to answer the phone.
Oh, that's fine. It happens. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, I accidentally pushed your button again today, and I thought, oh boy, I better tell her. But I'll call and talk to you sometime.
Okay, love you.
Okay.
All right,
bye.
Okay, bye. Sorry about that. She was apologizing for having butt dialed me. Last week, when I called back, she didn't answer. So she's like, I better not just no show on her. I better explain to her that I'm not just tormenting her. All right. So, who's here today? Good morning. Who has wonderful plans for today? Who has the funnest thing you're gonna be doing today? Besides work or school. All right. Okay, so nope, I gotta bring this one too. Hold on. Okay, bring it down. There we go. Okay, so white tips are done, white corners are done. The next thing to do is the side tips. So we're working with the double bold. Here's a purple and green. Okay, and it's above where it wants to be. Drop it down until it matches the center, and it's going in this direction. So top row, first column, and second column. Slide up, slide down, slide down. And it does work. It looks funny, but it does work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's a purple and yellow. Let's bring it up to the top without messing anything up. Over the purple and yellow, drop it down. Set up your row and your 2 columns. So this will land here. Up, up, down, down, and there it is. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more we need to do, which is the blue and yellow. So we need to find the blue and yellow. There it is. Haha. Bring it to the top. Bring it above where it lands. Oops. There it goes. Blue and yellow is above the blue and yellow. Drop it down until it matches the center. And then row, column, column. Up, up, down, down. Alright. I'm going to take a shortcut now. So that's how you, so I've shown you how to do the center, the tips for the star parts and the corners. I'm going to finish out this white face, and then call it a day. So I'm demonstrating to you. I've already done the white the centers before I started, but the white the sides, the white edges, I have not done. So let's do the edges. Let's find a piece that's white on the white is gravity exists, so white's face down. I'm looking at the gray side. Here's a white piece. It's white and green, so I'm going to bring it above where it wants to be, right? Above the green. So here's the green. So I'm going to fall it down. I'm going to the way to drop it down is to tilt it and bring it forward. So up, down, down, and again, these are the three pieces that move. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Drop it over here, up, down, down, and now here it is, and it wants to come here, wants to go there. So to bring it forward, these are the three pieces that are going to move. Up, down, down. Okay, find another piece. Okay, here's a white and yellow. I want the white to be on front, not the top. So I'm going to do a formula B to move these three pieces. Okay, I'm going to bring it's above the yellow, so I'm going to bring it forward. And off to the side. And now it wants to come here, which is the way to just do it. It's just to move it forward. These three pieces are the ones that are going to move. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, here's a white and red. Bring it to the front. Okay, bring it above the red and forward, down forward. Okay, and then once again, off to the side. Which sets it where it wants to be. So this piece wants to come forward to here. So again, formula B, first column, second column, and it brings it forward. Okay. Here's another one. Bring it forward. Just formula B, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Above the blue, bring it down, bring it forward. And off to the side. And then it wants to come here. So these three pieces, up, and again, we're just moving three pieces at a time. So yeah, all right. Another white, find another white. There's the right piece, here's the white piece. Okay. I'm going to bring it back to the top so I can work with it. So these three pieces are going to move. I'm just going to put this one back to the top. Okay. Bring it above the blue. Okay. Bring it forward and then down. And then forward. Do, 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 do. And that's just it, a piece at a time. This one is convenient, so let me just line up the side here and place it here. Well, rather than going to the top, I can work with it where it is. As long as I then just reset what I set. Here's another one. This wants to go down here, so let's put the piece where it wants to be there. So let's set that one. It's all Formula A and Formula B. That's all it is. Just over and over and over again. And reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one is already lined up, wants to come forward. I don't want to displace this, so I'm going to offset my right to give myself a garbage piece there, so these 3 pieces can move without me hurting anything that went before. So up, up, down, down, and then I'll set my tip again. Okay. And then, okay, here's a white and red. Here's a white, oh, here's a green and purple. Yeah, I'm going to bring these to back to the gray side here. Okay, so that I can line it up where I want it to be rather than working from where it is. So I'm going to bring this white up to the gray side. Up, up, down, down. But it's on top, I want it in the front. Okay, and then I bring it over the purple. Okay, and I bring it forward. And then to the side, ignoring what was the red that was there. It found its way to the top and I can place it. So this wants to come forward here. Again, I don't want to displace this, so I'm going to offset my green side. I'm going to do B for these. And then reset my green side. Okay, and this made its way to the top. Going to bring the white to the front. Okay, above the red, drop it down and to the side, or bring it forward. Drop it down and bring it forward to the same thing. And then again, apply Formula B to it again. And then it just needs to come forward. And again, we don't want to displace this one, so we offset the green face, move the piece, and then reset the green face. All right, anybody have any questions or comments or wants to say hi? Oh. Okay. All right, thank you for joining me. Good morning. Go have a great day, you guys. Be nice to yourself. And I will go feed my face, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, you guys. Love you all.